Inside your program, you'll see this write-up. But Gallery Muse watercolorist Olivia Fears captures some of life's most serene moments in the miniature series, Intimate Spaces. Her chosen subjects and technique exude an intense amount of focus and detail, while providing a sense of calm, both for her viewer and for the artist. She courageously challenged herself with each piece, encouraging others to imagine the possibilities when presented with limited space and time. Olivia was honored by Career Source of Broward County as a professional artist with a sustainable employment path. A self-taught artist, she uses her innate abilities to prove there's power in moving beyond limiting beliefs and labels. In her previous solo exhibit, Giving Hand to Hand, Olivia addressed her creative impulses to overwork her paintings in a quest to perfect the finished works. With this series, she raises the bar a bit higher. Nine Muses is a safe space, Olivia says. The art, the environment, and the people all relax me. When I'm here, I am okay. Olivia Fears intends for her art to pass the same inner peace on to you all, those who view it. So, Olivia Fears.
Shut down. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It is an amazing exhibit, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces sold.
All right.
That's an amazing accomplishment. And we're going to work on my 7th piece.
I wonder how the dogs would present.
Hey, so I couldn't pass it up. So, everybody have a chance to see this work? Did you see how it worked? Come on up. Save your seat. Did you see the process and when Olivia was working on them?
Yeah.
The wonderful thing about Olivia is not only that Olivia is a wonderful thing, that is Timon?
Yes.
Yes. but that she does her work within the building and is very dedicated to the process. Is okay with people looking over her shoulder, and talks about her process and how she creates. She allows the mentor-mentee relationship to begin and end, and shares her talent and skill with those all around her. We appreciate you as a muse, and you are our muse as you are the muse for many others to come. We hope that you continue. I saw that pink flamingo as you were working on it this afternoon. As your show was being hung, and the opening day, there's still a piece that is increasing your, so as you continue, we will continue to frame. The interesting piece about this exhibit is that these raw wooden frames, they gave some consistency to these intimate pieces, the little jewels that were created. As she was, talk to me, because you were doing these as little test things to free yourself up and not
Just
get so.
practicing techniques and wanted to explore more detail in doing miniatures to help with my concentration and to help with me practice doing little details and little straight lines and color, basically.
And they were sketches.
Yeah.
They were thumbnails. They were just practice pieces that became, so practice makes perfect, they became perfection. And that whole process was unfolding, and as she was creating these, you had some hard edges and some deckled edges, and that was the one thing that I will never forget. It's like, don't do that. Don't use the machine edge. Make a decal edge all the way around it so that if you like it when it finishes, that you have a gem. So you'll notice they are all decal around the whole piece, and they become these little jewels, and I have to give props to Nicole. You got applause before I even said what I was going to say. But the whole process was, she floated these in the space. She has there's a double mat, but then she floated them so that they were floating beyond the piece. So that you'll see there's a shadow line that's created under each piece that gives it that they're just hanging there in space. That gives it just that one more element. Every time I look at these pieces, I mean, this little lantern that is, you know, you have, and when you're working in darks, you have that borderline tendency of overworking a piece.
Yes.
And you can see shadow, foreground, middle ground, and even a background with the horizon line, all in that dark little lantern. That's just that little bit of glow. This is it's a pleasure to exhibit your work. So
I had to
thank
ask a
you.
lot of questions and because I didn't know where to begin, especially when it came to color, working with small pieces. I had asked Nicole, I had asked you, I'm like, is this too dark? What am I doing? And it's like, be careful, not get too dark, especially when they're tiny, because then you lose the detail or the image itself kind of like just is not there to see fully. But I love the framing. I love the natural tones. Any wall that you put it on, any color, it'll blend right in. It's really gorgeous pieces that she framed. But I'm still learning. I'm still learning and still studying, and I love all the references that I had to work with in the book. You let me borrow a book to look at the birds, and you printed out bird beaks and everything, and I can ask you guys about color and how things are working. So that helps me a lot when I get some deep, it's just asking questions and still learning.
So I challenge the muses to step close, look deep into the pieces that are created, because so I'm old. I now have trifocals on my face. So, but the luxury of being able to see with these glasses is that I can now see detail. Yeah, I can now see detail. So that's just, yeah, okay. So, but as you look deep into a piece, you do have the ability to see individual details and that brush stroke that could happen with a watercolor. And when you understand the control of the medium that you're using, how you can make that wing or that feather just flick. And you've accomplished that. The bugs that are eating away at this bud is an amazing feat. So look deep. Look. You got
I don't
7.
know about everybody, but I know my favorite piece.
I know something's gonna just disappear.
It's
So.
a cherry.
I'm sorry.
It's kind of funny, but it's the little cherry is the one that I always remember.
Nicole, did you? Yeah. The cherry is.
Cherry,
love the
yeah,
cherry.
because I had to do a lot of different fruit to
Did you see what I
even
did?
get the colors correct to do the little cherry and yeah. it's
That's
one
your
of my
favorite?
Yes, it is. I like all of them, but that's my favorite, the little cherry.
And it's because you
It's
have.
simple, it's the color. I had to work a lot of different fruits and cherries before I could even do that one. So yes, I remember the cherry. Cause I had to do at least about 3 or 4 of them. And I'm like, Nicole, do that look like a cherry? Am I getting right to the color? And like, yeah. So I like the cherry.
So at this point, I want you to not listen. Do me a favor and just close out, don't listen. But if you open up and you have the ability to not only read about Olivia's work, you'll see her work on our website, but this is affordable art. She is selling.
Buying them all.
I can resell because I see the product and the ability to. No, I don't resell my work. I'm sorry, but I have my aunt is having a birthday, and I know that's going to go to her, so that's just what I'm shopping. But I have the fuzzy bird. I have this.
that one.
This I had before it even happened. Before this show went up, this just has that wet on wet technique is just there. And it's on a bamboo. It's on this hard, crisp bamboo, and it has just this. It's just, what is that called? Pruning? When a bird fluffs up, it just makes itself fuzzy. Yeah.
You can still see it doing it too.
So, no, enough about me. Because that's about. The reason is your work, your other series that you produced, that was almost a sold out show. You had, but that work sold in the hundreds of dollars. You did a saleable piece going into it, and you don't like to talk about finance. You don't like to talk about product and how you mass produce.
I just like
You like to paint.
And I like coming here and working with everybody and being in this environment where I just feel safe and good. And when I'm not feeling good, I can come here and get inspired. This is a lot of inspiration because I've never really worked in colors. So it took a lot mixing, asking questions, blending, taking the course. Actually, when I did the acrylics, learning how to mix colors started there, not even in the watercolor area. It was first with the acrylic class, mixing colors and trying to see how they blend together. But yes, I'm always learning, and it's always a learning process, and I love watching everybody do artwork, and I get inspired to try new things.
And hopefully she's inspiring others to try new things. Who else has favorites? Did everybody have it? Henry, you did have a chance to get up there and see everyone.
I do like the one you picked.
Yeah?
Yes.
It almost
But
has that
actually, I love
acrylic
them all.
look to it.
And I've seen her work. She does beautiful work.
And look at the
You know, I've seen her grow in this place. It's fabulous. You know, thank you for being here. I love you.
Did you have a favorite?
I love that one right there. It's already bought.
The parrot.
Yes.
Yeah, that was your
My-
brother-in-law?
No, that was
Your-
actually my first ex-husband.
Oh.
Fell in love with it, and he bought it for his new wife.
Story is deep. And you're okay with that? Because I can.
We're friends.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Someone loves it. I'm happy that someone loves
That's
it and
beautiful.
appreciates it. So, so he's decided he want to be a collector, which is nice.
Absolutely.
He's saying he loves my work that I'm doing, and he
And
wants
that
to be a part of
encouragement.
that process. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate everyone that loves my work, whether it's purchased or not purchased. It's a good feeling to know that what I'm feeling and I want to present to someone, they see a little bit of me in it and feel a little bit of what I feel.
Knowing the artist is the luxury of having the exhibits here at the Muse. I don't know if anybody's ever been in my office. My office is full of art. But I have this rich history of the members and knowing the people that created the work. Having the opportunity to share your story, your presence on one of our interviews that was happening here, your sharing your story is, and I'm gonna just make art about marketing right now, is an amazing marketing tool. Because we, as an organization, can then share your story when you share your story freely. We will never share your story on behalf of you. But if you choose to share your story, and your story is about your work and how you create, that's going to market your work 100-fold. Not in dollars, but possibly.
When they was talking to me and I was talking about Muse, what I wanted to share inwardly, mostly I wanted to get out there is, it's not just a drop-in center, it's not just where we just do art, it's where you're safe, you're learning how to be around other people and individuals and not stuck in the home. It's the first time I got out for many years. I was in the house and didn't have family members or friends or people that I saw or talked to on the phone. So here is the first place that my caseworker brought me, and it made me feel good to have somewhere to come. And my mother would bring me. I didn't drive anymore. And then my brother, after being here and they saw that I was safe and I was okay and everybody really cared about each other, bought me a truck so I could drive myself. And after I learned how to get here, got lost a couple of times, you know, I would come home from home here. I didn't go anywhere else. So 9 Muse to me is like a new life, a second life. And it also brought me from being secluded to knowing all of you and other people that come visit here and participate here in the group meetings and everything else that's offered. And then I got to start back doing art, which took a while, but looking at all of you guys do art made me feel good, and I wanted to redo art. So it's not just I come here and do art. This is like a lifesaver for me. And I want to be here, and I pray that it's here always in the future for me and anybody else that comes here, and everybody feels safe and enjoy themselves. And it's also a relief when I do art, because when I feel bad, it helps me feel good. When I come and I hear the music and I hear everybody in here and doing the poetry and everything, it makes me feel good. It's a happy place.
It is a happy
It's a relaxing and happy place where you can be yourself and enjoy yourself and others.
It's a happy place because you're in it. Get up, ladies. Take a bow. What's up? This is a good cry. My stepmother always blames me for making people cry, but that was just like, what? This is a happy cry.
That is a good cry.
Oh, it's funny. Oh, hi, Kim. Okay, thank you everybody for